What's up, my little Tattle Tells? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Wendy Williams, your brother is at it again. Now listen, Wendy Williams' brother has been all over giving exclusive interviews to The Sun. If you guys don't know, it's a tabloid that pays. Not that he can't be telling the truth, but he's definitely getting a check off of this. And that's the only people he speaks about to air his concerns about his dear sister, Wendy. The only thing is, let's get into those concerns, but let's talk about it. And what needs to be said, I've said it a million times, Wendy's brother is not her friend. With family like this, who needs enemies? Wendy is in a fight with the guardianship. She's in a fight for her life, for her respect, for her assets, for all this stuff. And every time her brother actually pops up with the U.S. News, U.S. Sun, it mysteriously, right? It mysteriously helps the other side. It helps the courts get more control. It takes away her control, takes away her power. Whatever Wendy's brother is saying, he could literally take it to court because their court case is sealed. And he can add that to the whole guardianship, the management, all that stuff, because the guardianship is the people paying the management. But instead, it seems like he's putting all Wendy's business out on Front Street. And the only person that benefits from that, as we can see, is actually him. But y'all, let's get into this, right? They said Wendy's younger brother said he and his elderly father filmed with a former daytime talk show host over the course of several days last week. So you guys are saying that, oh yeah, family ain't nothing better, blah, 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 blah. But then you filmed with the reality show. But now you want to go online and blast it, probably because he's not getting paid. I'm being serious, because all these interviews he's doing, he only does it in one outlet, and they are paying him for the interviews. But if you felt that strongly, and if you felt your sister wasn't right, and if you felt all the stuff, why didn't you refuse to film? Oh, you wanted to be on camera. You're just mad you didn't get your cut. Now let's get into what he's saying, because what he's saying on the surface might make sense, but you got to ask yourself, why are you saying it? All right. He said, this is not a woman who is in her right frame of mind to get a show going. If she wasn't in her right state of mind to get a show going, why did you film with her several times over the week? Why did you film with her several times over the week? He told the U.S. Sun, this is not a woman who was in the right frame of mind to get the show going. And he wondered why the film crew was even there. I'm wondering why the film crew even filmed you, but let's continue. He said, why are you even here? Do you see the condition she's in? Does it look like she's ready to start a podcast, for goodness sakes? It doesn't. Again, you filmed with her several times. Why did you say you were filming? Why did you do this? At any time you could have said, even if you signed a contract and said, fine, I'll film. At any time you could have said, I'm not going to film anymore. Were you guys paid to film? Are you guys cast members? What is going on? Again, everything Wendy's brother always says sounds good, but when you actually think it through, it's like, yeah, but you sound like the ops too. And he then doomed her show and doomed her and said, and we are all going to bear witness to this. You not only bared witness, but you actually got a check for this from the reality TV show and also from this interview you're doing. Did you think you could bear witness in a court? Do you think you could do anything so that Wendy is not mocked, humiliated, and the vultures can't pick at her body anymore? Do you think you can act like family who actually cares? He said, this guy Will is ponying Wendy around, travel here, travel there. Let's go make this money. And I don't care if you're making sense because everybody knows who you are. He was talking about her manager, Will Selby. And the shock value is going to be where she was and where she is now, right? Motioning his hands. So basically, I think what he's trying to say is, one, Will is exploiting Wendy for money, but it's odd because you're her brother and you're exploiting her for a check too. Now, that said, everything he's saying about this manager could be right. But I think in this whole situation, everybody's grimy. Wendy is surrounded by sharks. I see why she married Kevin, because her brother seems to be the same type of shark, but he's the most dangerous because you put it under like, I'm just looking out for you, I just care. We both know there's other ways you could have handled this that wouldn't have been detrimental, right? He said the shock value to see where she was and where she is now. So he's trying to say that this whole show is going to be a mockery and basically destroy whatever legacy Wendy has. Again, why are you not going to the Guardian in court with these concerns? You know why? Because the court case is sealed. And if he went to the Guardian with these concerns, he couldn't talk about it and sell these interviews to the Sun. That's what I think is going on. He said, is that what's going to be the show? Is that it? Is that what my dad has to look forward to watching? Your dad? He said to shove our face in the effing manure. Now this part was interesting because I'm like, when I heard that, I said, your dad? What's your dad have to go with this? Unless maybe they did something on tape that is not to their benefit, right? They did something on film that is not to their benefit, and they're afraid they're going to be exposed. Why are you bringing your dad into this? Honestly, I don't understand. He's always speaking for his dad. He's always speaking for the family, but the dad's never around. Like, stop hiding behind your, is this what my dad has to look forward to watching? Your dad should be more heartbroken. And yes, I'm giving my opinion with the fact that if this is true, that Wendy is in this type of situation and being exploited, than seeing it on TV. Get your priorities straight. But again, how much can we take them for real? Because honestly, go to the court system. That manager can be fired. Tell the guardianship there's improv, but you're not going to do that. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you say, you're trying to profit off of Wendy, just like Will, just like the conservatorship, just like the guardianship, just like everything. Listen, they also said the crew has a lot of footage for the reality series. He said whatever they do with it, they're going to do. It's going to be sad. He added that while he's frustrated with the production, he isn't mad at Wendy for any of it. Why would you be mad at Wendy? What did he do on film that they caught? Probably going to show dysfunction of the family. He expressed concern over how this production could impact Wendy in the future. He said, so it comes out, and what happens if Wendy is doing much, much better, right? Who wants these kinds of memories? What happened? Who wants this? Why couldn't she just get better all the way and then do something? Again, he said, I can't blame Wendy for anything. I want her to get better. She's not better, so I can't be mad at her for any of this. That's very generous of you for not getting mad at your mentally impaired sister who you keep selling interviews to, and your interviews are actually used in court or could be used in court to actually help them gain even more access and control over her money. Ask yourself why with the guardianship, and let's be real. Ask yourself with the guardianship why none of her family members were picked to be guardian. Ask yourself that, because the guardian is temporary. They keep extending it every few months, but it's temporary right now. Ask yourself why none of her family members have made a motion to be like, I want to be guardian. Why is that? Is it because they can't pass the guardian test? It's because they don't want to be guardian. Again, I don't know. I just know that when it comes to Wendy and her family, this is a very complicated relationship, and her brother is doing zilch to make things better. He called her current condition sad and added she's in poor health. Again, this is your sister. You know Wendy has a lot of pride and a big ego. Why are you putting her business out on Front Street? In response to a request for comment, Wendy Williams' manager Will said, Tommy didn't say a word to me about any frustration, so that doesn't sound true. However, the Sun actually has Tommy on video making these complaints. Tommy claimed that Wendy's manager did not introduce himself or speak to him or their father while they filmed. Wendy's publicist did not respond for the request for comment. So this is all about your ego then, Tommy, right? Because if somebody didn't even acknowledge you and didn't talk to you, why did you film? That's right, you wanted that check. Tommy posted a video about this on his YouTube channel in between filming days about how things were going, but insisted he was trying to stay positive as the days went by. He also said Wendy is in Miami and met up with her dad and himself while they were filming the reality show. You guys, this is an all-out mess. It's all-out mess. Wendy's brother, to me, strikes me as a snake. There's a reason why he couldn't get guardianship. And if you care so much and you're so big and bad, then do something to the court that will actually make a difference, instead of you going around, running around, doing this, that, and the third, when at the end of the day, all you care about is how you were portrayed. And now you're releasing statements to the Sun, and maybe the manager is like, he never said a word to me, and you doing this to get views on your YouTube. I mean, no shade to YouTube. Y'all know how I do, right? Big fan. But y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all, let me know what you think. Do you believe her brother? Do you think he's helping? Do you think he's trying to help, or do you think this is low-key another person just trying to get another drop of blood out of Wendy? You know what, at the end of the day, I really do feel sorry for Wendy, not because Kevin's not there. That man ain't ish. I really do feel sorry for her that she is literally surrounded by vultures, and her brother seems to have latched on. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.